Hello lovelies, and welcome to Squeaky's Cauldron, or welcome back if this isn't your first time here. I'm your host, Sarah Evergreen. Thank you for being here today. I've got something a little bit special for you today. We are going to be doing an EFT, or emotional freedom, or tapping session on Saturn, and drawing in Saturn's energy and support in order to bring about more discipline and structure into our lives. If you haven't already, check out the videos on Saturn returns and how to work with Saturn that I posted earlier this week. Those are going to give you a wealth of information about the kind of energy that Saturn works with, how to tap into that energy, and this right here is exactly that, how to literally tap in to Saturn's energy. So, if you are not familiar with EFT, it's essentially like acupuncture without the needles. You're using the meridian points in order to clear blockages, remove stress, and bring new things into your lives. It's an amazingly powerful technique. I've been using it for years now, and I absolutely love it. Highly, highly recommend. And this is my first EFT script, so we're gonna roll with that and see what comes out of it. This script is highly influenced by Brad Yates. That's who I would say 99.9% of my tapping with. He's on YouTube. If you haven't heard of him, I will definitely, of course, leave a link to his channel in the show notes. And go check him out. He's got decades worth of videos approaching all different kinds of issues from a tapping standpoint and just like taking you through recognizing it and accepting yourself and then moving into this new way of being. So go check it out. Without any further ado, let's get into it. So tap where I tap and say what I say. Starting on the edge of your hand, tapping gently, taking full responsibility for your own well-being, and calling on Saturn for support in this moment. Even though I lack discipline and structure in my life, I fully and completely love, honor, and accept myself. Even though I avoid discipline and structure in my life, I fully and completely love, honor, and accept myself. Even though I'm afraid of structure and discipline in my life, I fully and completely love, honor, and accept myself and anyone else who brought this about in my life. All this avoidance of discipline, all this inability to be disciplined, all this fear of discipline, all this distaste for structure, I know what I need to do. But I avoid doing it. Because it's harder to be disciplined. And to work within a structure. And something inside of me says I just don't want to. I don't want to exercise. I don't want to eat healthy. I don't want to work on my business. I don't want to clean my house. Something in me says, I just don't want to. And you can't make me. Discipline seems painful. Structure seems limiting. But when I let that voice in my head tell me not to do the things I need to do, I usually end up with regret. Which feels even worse than being disciplined would have. So, what stops me? What is that voice trying to accomplish? What does that voice really need? If I look at being more disciplined, if I look at being more structured, is it really so bad? What will I lose if I make those changes? Do I think I'll be a different person? A worse person? Was there someone in my life who made me think that being disciplined meant being an asshole? I choose to clear that stuff. I choose to clear any belief that discipline and structure make me boring. I choose to clear any belief that discipline and structure make me a jerk. I choose to clear any belief that discipline and structure would somehow make me an unlikable person to be around. In support of this clearing, I call upon Saturn to show me discipline that works for me. In support of this clearing, I call upon Saturn to show me structure that makes my life better. In support of this clearing, I call upon Saturn to help me find the habits that will take me to the next level. Of wherever I want to go. I'm clearing any resistance to Saturn's energy. Clearing it all the way back through my past. Back through my childhood. Back through any past lives. Back through any outstanding soul contracts. I am free of resistance to nourishing discipline. I am free of resistance to supportive structure. And I am excited to see what happens. When I lead a more disciplined life. In body, mind, and spirit. Take a deep breath. Okay, thank you for doing that. Check in with yourself and see how you feel around discipline, around structure, if any of that has shifted since the beginning of this session. And do this as often as you feel called to. It's sometimes a one and done kind of thing, but more often than not, we just clear little bits by little bits, a little bit at a time. And that in itself is discipline. To return to the practices that help us over and over and over again. I have one more beta coaching spot open, so that's 3 45-minute calls over the month of September, free of charge. All I ask is for a testimonial review at the end. If that's something that interests you, go to squeakiescauldron.com/subscribe, sign up for my newsletter, and then I'll reach out to you after that. Okay, my lovelies, thank you again. And as always, use your voice.